Okay, so today we're looking at Satisfactory Day 10. Those on TikTok can see it there. Let's jump in. We just got to make sure everything's loaded up. Nice. Okay. So let's take a look at our to-do list. We were looking at the train station, Tier 6 manufacturing, and Phase 3. Frankly, I did not look at the train station stuff in the meantime. I want to make sure that we're doing good. So let's take a quick look. Wanted to put out there today is the last stream. Oh, looks like Twitch did not get updated. Let's fix that. So last stream before wedding. So we're getting into Satisfactory Day 10. Hey everybody. Let's go ahead and get that up to date. There we go. Make sure that's all the way up to date. We don't want that being too weird. There we go. So we're shared up on that. Hello, everybody on TikTok. Hey, Fox. Hey, everybody. So we're doing Tier 10 today, or Day 10 today. We're working on Phase 3. We're running a little bit low on concrete in our inventory, so we're going to go pick some up real quick at our concrete base. How's everybody doing today? Okay. Nuts. So we've got our concrete base here that's doing our dimensional. The dimensional will uptick to a full stack, or 2 full stacks. It just takes time. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get this up to speed with our next upgrade that we can do with our Mercer spheres. But for now, we're just going to take a couple stacks. There we go. We're going to sort it out. So we've got some wooden leaves, and that's going to be it. Hey, Fox, thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. That's really nice. Thank you. Our goal today, we're looking at see if we can get to about 5K likes. I think our top goal is 5.2, but we have struggled to hit that with the last couple streams. Technical difficulties do not help. So we've got our copper here, and everything else is good. So those of you on Twitch can see our to-do list on the side there. And then we're looking at, there we go, figuring out the railways. Let's just let that take us for a second. Hey, Dion. Hey, Cheyenne. All right, so those are processing over there. One of the things we need to do is make sure we can get our rubber and our plastics from over at the other base to here. So we're looking at transporting it across the ground using that railway. Don't have a ton of experience with it. The most vehicle automation I've done is that truck, and that's getting coal. So we're trying. We're trying to get some coal here. Let's take a look here again at trains. So we've got our train station, and then we've got our freight platform, which is got to be connected to the station, or at least another platform. So that's one of the things I need to know is if we do our train station. Set to navigate. All right, so serves as a hub for locomotives, which can be set to navigate to and stop at a train station. You connect a power station to train station to power up the trains on the railway, as well as feed power to other stations. So there's a electrical connection between everything, and that's really, really cool. So yeah, thanks again for those likes. I see those coming through. I like it. Awesome, thank you. It doesn't let me know if that's still you, Foxy, but I suspect it. Thank you. All right, then we're looking at, let's just look at station. Could we look at freight? Platform. That's the word we're looking for, is platform. So taking a look at this one, loads and unloads freight cars that stop at the freight platform. Loading and unloading options can be set by configuring the building. Snaps to other platforms and stations. Needs to be connected to a powered railway to function. And then attaches to a locomotive or other freight car to transport resources. Must be built on the railway. Loaded and unloaded. 32 slot capacity. Okay, so that's not that bad. All right, thank you everybody for hopping in and joining me. So yeah, we've got to take a look at this here, and I think, I say I don't know, but I think if we have multiple cars, right? If we have multiple cars, then we could do one whole car of plastic, one whole car of rubber, and see if that works out. We could also do multiple stations, which we could pull. Okay, I'm getting ideas. It's all coming together now. So we're going to first need a train station. So we're going to be looking at getting this in this direction here. And one of the tools I want to use here to make sure that I'm getting it in a way that is easier to look at, maybe not look at, but easier to design, is I like looking at these towers, these lookout towers. If I can take a look up here, if we build from a position of height, and I've got the jetpack, so I'll be up top here. Now we can build a little bit better. Now it's going to be just a tiny bit easier for us to make this happen. So this is that way, that way. So we're looking at putting it smack in the middle of this here. And then we will do our freight vehicles on the opposite side. So we're going to center that, and then we're going to have our freight on the opposite side. We've got a ton of iron also, and that's one thing we've got to consider as well, is we've got a lot of iron coming in. What might be useful is we've got a smart splitter. We've got access to that in our logistics. Our smart splitter splits one conveyor belt into 2 or 3. A filter can be set for each output to allow a specific part to pass through. So what I'm going to do is we're going to feed probably multiple items out of a train station through multiple areas. And then we're going to split that out, one side to one way, one side to another. And I think that's how we're going to have to do things. Hey everybody, thanks for hopping through. And so let's take a look at our next one here. So we're going to do another lookout station here. Oh yeah, that's going to take forever for us to fly over here. That's not that bad. I'm just impatient. And let's see if I can stand up here. Yeah, okay. I don't need to worry about that. Let's do this. So now we've got our freight platform, and it doesn't care which direction. Huh. So I've got enough space here to do something. And then freight. There we go. So we're looking at empty platform with catwalks. That's how I'm going to do that. And that's how I'm going to do that. So we're going to then just carry our railway all the way there. So who's ready to build a train? Okay. So we're building it this way. I think it does go both directions. What do you guys think? Does it go both directions on a track? That's what I have to... I'm just learning it. Freight car. Freight car. Man, see, I haven't watched anybody else do this either. And not enough space on the track. Okay. So we're going to take a look at this train station. This train station is not sculved. This train station is going to be space elevator. And then we're not worried about timetables just yet. We're barely talking about getting trains off the track here. And one of the things we don't have is power to the track yet, which is a lot of concern on my end. Ultimately, ooh, bye truck. Getting distracted. Ultimately, what we need is a bit of height. And I don't know that this is capable of it. So, like, if I come out here, yeah, and I'm going to be centered right here. If I come out here, there's really, it wants to hug the ground. It wants to hug the ground really close. So if I'm centered on one of these platforms, then all I need to do is come out and go straight away. And that's just what I'm going to do. Until I can't. Until it reaches some sort of platform that it can navigate across. Oh no. I'm sorry. It's going to have to go. And then I've got this problem, right? This problem is a problem. I need to make sure that I've got enough. Not too much, but enough space for the trucks to go underneath it. So all of these are going to go. You're going to get that foundation there. Is that the way? Okay. One of the things I'm going to take a look at here, because this is, it's not going to ruin, but it would be nice if. Let's take a look to see if we can get the ramps, the inverted ramps, so we could have a bit of that relationship with geometry. And yeah, I don't think this one got anything under here. Yeah, nothing under here. All right. Yeah, because I want to be able to carry that probably up above that. So I need to build some platforms. And if I can get some ramps, then it at least will look okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at the Awesome Shop. Right now, all of our plastic and all of our rubber is getting dumped into the Awesome Shop for whatever we're not using for the packager. We'll get there eventually. 17 tickets. We're printing those out right now. So in those 17 tickets, we'll take up to our office up top. And that's got a full stockpile of it. Awesome. That is super nice, right? I think that's probably one of the biggest things that they've added in 1.0 is the ability to use it from the dimensional space. It's a great late game update that you can touch on early game. So here we're looking at foundations. I was looking at the inverted ramp set. We're going to add that to cart. That's 2, so we've got 15 left. Ooh, this is exciting. A little bit of shopping. All right, looking at walls. We wanted gates, including the automated gates, and that's 3. And then we are also looking at roofs. We're looking at roof corners. And then we're also going to look at standard roofs. What's our total at? 15. So we've got 2 more tickets left. Hey, Sage. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. How's it going today? We're going to spend 2 more. Light control panel. We have street lights, and we'll eventually get some more lighting. But I think we should do that. Is there anything else I'm missing? Hypertube floor hole. I do want to use hypertubes to get up through different floors on the factory real quick. So we'll do that real quick. So we'll do that one, and then we're at 16. Coffee cup? No. 1 more. Do we save it? I think we save it. I think that sounds great. Yeah, because there's not a lot else for 1 more unless I want to get a skin. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's do the hazardous skin, and we will put that together. So we've got ramps, gates, roofs, floor holes, and box skin. And then we're going to put another one of these down here. And then another one of these down here. Yeah, not a big deal. That's pretty sweet. Oh. There we go. Pink boxes. That's the way to go about it. Some of you may know, or if you watch some of my videos, we have a pink oil factory right now. Oh, no, I wanted to put the stuff away real quick. Our pink oil factory is pretty sweet. So we're going to end up putting... What do we want to put in here? Did it take my tickets? Did I use up all the tickets? Does it have my tickets? What's up with the ticket situation? Anyways, mycelia and nuts. So we're going to take from here all of the fruits and mycelia, and we'll do that for now because there's that fruits, mycelia. That's not much else, right? All right. So let's drop off the bio stuff we've got. We've got some leaves, we've got some wood, and we've got just a few pieces left over from different projects. Okay, not a big deal. Let's sort you. Let's sort you out, and then let's just hop over. This is why we need rooftops. So I'm not tempted to just have this open floor plan mess. One of these days, we'll have actual buildings. Okay, to be fair, we have an actual building now. Last week, we spent a bit of time working on our iron... what do you want to call that? It's the pure iron recipe in refineries with pure iron nodes. So we've got more iron than I really know what to do with right now. I'm going to use it. It's our most commonly used commodity. But right now, it's not getting used. Part of the issue is we have to set up our factories. And with our factories, we're going to be able to set up iron from the other side. Because this side's already well taken up with some of the materials. Like we've got frames being built consistently. And over here, we should have motors. More than we need. But they're going to get used in our next manufactory. And then we've got smart plates and automated wiring. These are all backed up factories that are going to explode once I start using these materials. But this is all phase 2 stuff that got completed. And as you can see in the bottom here on TikTok, or at the top, middle, we've got our goals. But right now, our goals lead us to needing kind of a ramp situation here. The reason for that is this can be bridged like that. And this does look pretty okay from down below here. It's supported there, but if we were going to do the foundations, we've got inverted ramps now, and then we just tack that on there. And then take this one and tack it on there. It looks a little bit better. At least I think so. This, still again, completely unrealistic, but I'm not going for realism here. I'm just going for having fun. What's that little... Oh, little half foundations. I was playing around with last week of how I was going to make this happen, and I just decided full foundations. And I'm going to build this ramp bridge here to cover the truck. Perfect timing truck, thank you. Okay, so now we're looking at rampage. So we're going to take a look here at gentle ramp. If I do a gentle ramping, is that enough space? Let's try it. Let's see what it looks like here. it's full. Good. And this has been just trucking coal back and forth. We've got more coal than we need. Or, you know, more coal than we're going to use. We've got it backed here. We've got it in storage here. We've got it in storage on the other side, the other base. But let's take a look at how this one does its business. Because that ramp, smooth right across there. At 1 meters, that should be it. It does come kind of close. Okay. There we go. And now what we'll do is we'll do the foundation. This guy's going to be the 4-meter foundation. No. Ooh, we can get the backwards ramp on this one here real quick. Can I align it so that way it's flat here? No. Not easily. Okay, well, I'll just do that. And then I'll do a 4-meter one here. And we'll use the 4 meters to get us to the edge here. Right? Yeah, that works. Alright. And then we're just going to clear a path straight through here with our 1 meters. We'll just go on through. We'll do supports where it makes sense, or, you know, turns where it makes sense. But I think... Oh man, we got to come down and back eventually. Eventually we got to go down to ground level. So I think what we're going to do is find a way to come down to here. I'm hearing something. No, that must have been one of those other monsters. Because I got my... Yeah. Get my sounds up. Nope. That's my monster. Okay. So if we're gonna start coming down, let's do that this way. Do you want to do the 1 meters? Hey, thank you for the likes. I like that. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, we're gonna start that process, I think, here. And then we'll just touch down gently here. So then that's gotta go. That's gotta go. That's random giraffe tick taint. Dude. Dude, go. Go. Hey, Tacita. I see you. How's it going? Hello. Okay. Car things. Give me a second. I'm gonna mute the mic for real quick. We've got a car in the shop. We got to figure that out. Okay. Alright, we Got the 1 meter one there. And then we'll have our 1 meter ramp here. The rest of these will be the 2 meters, taking us down pretty swiftly. And then I gotta start cutting some trees, I guess. Let's get these out of here. That's pretty close. Okay. Now, I think it's worthwhile, since we don't have any more trees. Hey, look, it made it. You taking off? No, not you. I mean, I know you're leaving. But no, it made it right underneath that. That was smooth. No, what we want to do is we want to continue this track. Right? Yeah, we want to continue the track. There we go. Okay, so it's just going to be yellow, letting me know that there's some clipping. I don't mind it. This is specifically made for this. It's not like it's a rooftop or anything. And we're just coming up. There we go. It'll do that loop just fine. There we are. Train's going to take a nice, long, leisurely walk down this way. Okay, Tacita. Good. Lunch is good. What's for lunch today? Lunch is good. Everybody should do lunch. Alright, let's take a look at how that looks. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, now what do I do with this? I'm thinking we do some architecture here. We got the rooftops. We're not doing rooftops. We're not building a slum. What I'm looking at is beam and pillar support, right? So if we're going to do a big pillar here, we're also going to look at doing a big concrete pillar. We've got tons of concrete. We'll do that. And then another big pillar support underneath. There we go. Now it's fully supported, looking, which I think is nice. What do y'all think? I think it looks good. So now it doesn't look like it's super floating. This is kind of just bent down and then lightly tapping it. Yeah. Inverted ramp? No, we got to do the foundations. And I think we're going to come... shoot, where are we going to go? So we've got to go over there. We've got to kick ourselves just slightly off. And what that means is we're probably going to have to take our foundations slightly off. Right now it's on global footprint, I guess is what I would call it. Everything's according to the global grid. Okay. Let's go that way. And then we got to chop down some trees. Okay. That should be good. Hey, everybody. Thanks to the people that hopped in. thanks to Fox for earlier, and then looks like Holly. Appreciate that. Sorry if you don't like me calling you out. Oh, nope, Holly just left, looks like. Ha 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 ha. Fox, you're back up in the lead. Okay, so back to this foundation set. I think I'm going to do the 4-meter foundation and just do 2 of those. And then I'll switch back to the 1-meter. There we go. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate that. Okay. And yeah, see, that just did not work right. And not by like work right, but I came down just a little bit too tall. Because now I'm going to just 4-meter. Nope, nope, nope. I want down. Down. No, down. Fine. I should have just unzooped it. Okay. Now we're going to come straight out. Yeah, because we don't want to get hit by those sand burbs. Okay. And then we're going to go up. Nope, it's got to be a little steeper or start a little earlier. You know, I'll accept it. We're looking at inverted ramps as well. Oh, yeah, I see what it's trying to do. Okay, we'll do the 2-meter inverted ramp underneath you. Because you're the 1-meter. But you need the 2-meter here. Fine. Zoop it. And then we'll put the 1-meter here and here. Actually, I can just straight do a foundation under this. 4-meter foundation. Again, I should just turn off zoops, but I'm not gonna, because it's easy to do this. Okay. We're just gonna trim down some trees. We're just beating the bush a little bit. I just remembered that I was looking at fuel, too. Transportation for fuel. It's not as big because I'm not using fuel canisters for anything just yet. I have it in my inventory for my jetpack, but it's not being used elsewhere. And I think what might help here is if we can hug that cliffside ahead of us. Let's take a look at that. If we hug the cliffside ahead of us and we can go out and around it, we might be able to do 2 kind of 90 bends, kind of whoop whoop. Chat, she stole my gummy worm. Love you too. She straight stole my gummy worm, y'all. And you know, that's the woman I'm gonna marry, so I have to deal with it. Now, so we've got our wedding coming up here this upcoming weekend, and we're going to be out for a honeymoon for about a week and a half or so. We've stole away some plans, one of those rainy day thoughts, where we can go out and do something exciting. All right, so there's, let's just pop up here real quick, because now that we're under this, yeah, let's take a look at that. So we're coming in, and then we're just going to go straight out there. So let's, nope, wrong way, wrong way. We're going this way. There we go. All right, so we're just going to hold some shifts. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. So we're stealing away ourselves after our event, and we're going to be doing a little bit of Disneyland, some spas time, just a little bit of us time. Okay. So this is our pink factory refinery. All right, we've got some fuel in the buffer storage. Must mean that our fuel production for our canisters is full. let's take a quick peek. Oh yeah, more than enough. And we've got more than we need in our inventory right now also. So let's pop on back. We don't need to follow this line, but we do want to end up over here. So I'm going to aim for the train to come in under the arch. Okay. I think in that under the arch. And then we'll go pop. Yeah. Pop back out and loop around. What I don't know is how tight these trains can turn. And, for that matter, how they connect. So I'm going to practice that a little bit here. Just a little bit. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to there. Just for support appearances. Not that anything in this world needs to make sense, right? These are the most rigid materials known to man. Okay, getting rid of the foundation here. Get rid of the foundation here because I don't want to come in too tall. And then I do want to go here. There we go. They have a vertical mode if you just hit R on the keyboard. You can build vertically. It'll just stack it. So that's what we did. Alright. So then we're also going to get... Oh, not that one. We're going to get the inverted ramp here. There we go. Just looks decent, I think. Okay. Hey, Tacita, I want to let you know. You're number 3 right now in our viewership. We've got Fox in number 1. Still, but Tacita, you made it to number 3. Okay, now I'm going to change this to Zoop, and we're just going to carry it on that way. Oh, thank you for the likes. Alright, I'm going to go grab that rail. I just heard a sound. I don't know what that's about. Okay, thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate that. Oh, there's a leaf thing here I can collect, so I will collect it. There we go. Alright. Back to the railway project here. Yeah, and that, okay, that does clip down if it's too many different angles. As it is, I think we're going to be floating if we don't bring it down here. Yep, and that's just going to arc back up here. Just follow the curves of the body of the Earth that I'm taking over. Okay, this is where it can get a little hairy because I don't know how this works. Okay. Got to do shorter around the transitions. Okay, let's go back a couple just in case. And then I'm looking for a turn to this way. But I can't rotate this. Is it because this is how it goes? Turns too sharply. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay. Let's get up here for a second, and then I can take a better peek at it. There we go. Better views. So I always like building from the top down. It's a weird isometric thought process, but top down's been pretty successful for me so far. So what I want to figure out is at what point can I do a 90 bend and have it meet in the middle? Because if it's not there, where is it? Okay, so I know I'm in the middle here, and I've just got to get a nice connection. So what is it, 3 squares back? What might be beneficial right here is actually doing an empty platform or the catwalk. Train platform? Oh, okay. So it's just the platform. The railway just needs more platform. I don't even know, right? So if I'm here and I want to connect there. Okay. You know what? Let's just go wild. Let's just go wild. Let's hit this here. I think this is a solid 45-ish. Whatever. And then we'll come out here somewhere. Right? Literally here. And then too long. Too long, too long. Stop. Okay, no, he can't hurt me. So let me pull this back here. And we did this. We tried this. This worked. I had to trust the process, but it worked. Are you down here? I had a feeling you would show up. Okay, let's do this. Now that you're making it about you. Because it wasn't about you before. Okay, well, I'm not going to pick those up. And I like it. It's a straight shot now to our base. Tacita shows it's your number 2. Fox, still number 1. Thank you all for the likes. There we go. And we will just come over that way with these pieces here. And then I will do just a quick little 4-meter foundation there. Yeah? Four, 5. Nope. We're coming in up on here. Going in there. Now that's connected. Let's get the 1 meters all the way bow. There we go. This is Satisfactory. We're on day 10. Satisfactory is a factory building, base building game with a good progression. And it's been pretty fun trying to come up with new designs for everything. Alright, now we gotta come down a little bit again. And we've got the room to do it. Moving down. Yeah, Satisfactory is a fun one. It is a game definitely of scale. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of tree trimming. And then this is Caterham. We don't need it. I'm just going to leave it. And I say we don't need it in the sense that it's not important for us to have it, but grand scheme of it, not. Okay, so then we are 1 meter too high to our wall. So we're going to get rid of that. And then we're looking at our 4 meter blocks. That'll take us all the way to the base. And then I need to figure out a train station for this thing. And what I mean by, meter to the base is these bases all run off of the grid, grid that's attached to the world. The world has a default grid that you can build off of. You don't have to stick to it. In fact, they don't have you stick to it at the beginning, just because it's free form. But since these bases are going to be sprawling, I'm trying to figure out at what point do I really need train stations and more. So now that I've got this track here, I'm going to build it out that way. And then the conundrum of, can I really? Because that doesn't help anybody. And this is the end of our base, right here. If we do our stations, whoop, it's going to be here. Possibly. Tempted to go the other direction with it, but I don't know yet. I just don't know. Thank you guys for joining me on this I really don't know journey. And now I need to clear that Caterham. Wasn't necessary before, but now I have to do it. Hey Priscilla, thank you for sending me the rose. I didn't see that until just now, so thank you so much. And yeah, so down here I've got our section here for wedding gifts. If you want to give us a couple of extra pennies, appreciate it. Everything donated today, or, gifted today, is going to go directly to the honeymoon fund. Okay, now we're just building out our platform. Thank you, Tacita. I'm not sure if you heard the answer in voice earlier, but that's what we're doing. We're playing Satisfactory 1.0. This is day 10 of our playthrough. And I think if I'm going to do it, this is the direction, right? No, because if we're coming out here, yeah, I don't know if this is really gonna work. We've got an extra coupon already, which is great, but this is the only reason some of our factories are still producing. Let's terminate the plastics going into that, because Yeah, we're not doing a surplus of plastics. So we're going to hold off on that for a minute. This whole awesome shop, to be 100% fair, this whole awesome shop's going to go. The reason for it is, and I'll just dismantle it now. The reason for it is we're going to take all of this, put it into storage in our other factory. Oh, should probably disconnect the source and that merger. I do want to come up here and use this direction. There we go. There we go. So those are going to start backing up a little bit and start storing things again. Rubber doesn't have the same demand at all. So that didn't have a problem. Fuel. Are you being slowed down by an excess? You are. So because I'm not doing this, this has to happen. So we've just opened up our other fuel generator to be able to build up that fuel piece. You are going to go bye-bye. There we go. Okay. So now we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Idea. Let me know in chat if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I put this train station on top of the fuel factory. Good idea? Bad idea? Frankly, TikTok's got a thing for this, so let's do that. So, quick poll. Laughy face, frowny face. I just want to know what you all think. If I should do the on top, yes, or down below, no. Bump, 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 psh, bump, bump, psh. Yeah. I do my own music. I didn't say it was good. It won't be. It usually isn't, but it's there. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, 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 ba. Heck yeah. Let's go. Anybody else interested? All right. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Let's go. All right. So, bad idea. Let's keep it down below. And we'll find a way to pipe it up and over. We'll probably put a conveyor section or a wall with 2 conveyor holes in it to get that out. We will need a splitter. But yeah, that's not going to go anywhere anytime soon. That 40 per minute is going to get used elsewhere. Oh, that 40 per minute could open up both of these. So let's do that. Let's do 50 a minute, because that's the only thing over there. And even then, it only needs 20. So let's do 30. Let's do 25 per minute. We want it to be fueled. We don't need it to do much more. Okay. There we go. So let's check our fluid buffer and see if we've got a bunch of there. Hey, Rayan, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We're still getting a net positive on that. Slowly draining down. That's good. Good. I want that to move. I want that to move. I want all of these products to move as much as they need to, as much as they can. Great. Oh, my dogs go crazy. Little crazy dogs. They're good dogs, though. Okay, so we'll pull this over here. I hate to say it, but that whole other side, not that bad. Okay. So there we are. We are not exactly sure what we're doing here, but we will put a conveyor wall here, I think. Doing that in line with this wall here. Right? And then our trains. Yeah, I don't know about the station. And do those catwalks line up with other catwalks, or do I just get access through those ladders? Just things to know, right? Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what that looks like. But that's not going to be enough squares. Let's... Nope. Zoop that out a bit. And that's just... That's only going to go up to there. Just like that one's only going up to there. Okay, so we'll see what that looks like there. And we've got to get our train station over here. Okay. So this here is the actual end of the train station, or the end of the platform. So what I'll do here is put that in the middle, right there. And then it'll be freight platform, freight platform. Right? Okay. And then do we have enough room to still do our construction? Really not great options for that. Yeah, that is definitely on the clipping end. So we should probably move this. And we're centered. So that creates a conundrum. We got to do another round out here. No. Yes. Yes. Thank you for checking. Okay. It's a lot more than I was expecting to pull from the plants in the area. Okay. So then 1, 2, 3's got to go. And then we're going to be centered 1 square over. Is that enough space? Okay. There we are with that. And we're coming in, just a little bit of side there. Hey, everybody. All right. Does it like to turn? It will turn like this if given the forced option. Not an option at all if it's forced, right? Okay. I like it. So then we'll come down here. I'll stop in the middle of that block. And we'll just come up here. Yeah, that's just really shimmy shaky. But I understand it's got to be like that. The Australian Kelpie. Oh, is from the dad. Nice. Oh, yep. Balakovo. That's what the station's Balakovo. You know, it looks really like it's not centered. Oh, yeah, no, it got funky. Yeah, it's still really wonky. It's still hitting that center mark, but it's just like hasn't decided if it's straight track or not. Oh man. The tiniest of errors, right? Okay, let's get that over here. Not even errors, right? That's a fluid. That's a fluid. That's not what I wanted anyways. And then... yeah. There we go. Freight platform. Breda. That platform's name is Breda. Okay. Definitely don't need that. Like, that looks like it does well. Okay, there we go. Now we're just going to pull it back, and it should be good from there. I hope there's no derailing in this game because I played Roller Coaster Simulator before, and can't always say my design ideas are physically sound. Track is too short. Track is too long. Make up your mind, track. To be fair, it looks like I actually need to go back and hook up power and get more pipes. The amount of pipes we've used on this little project here has been absurd. By Jove, I think I've got it. There's a whole power station here. Okay. Okay, so random question that I had in my mind was, how do I connect these tracks? So, how tight can I make the U-turns, right? Because if I pull the track out of this station here... Okay, surface is too uneven. Let's fix that. There we go. We've got a platform with catwalks now. And I want to come around and join up with that railway. Okay, so I can come out maybe 2 or 3 more squares. There we go. And now I have successfully U-turned. Okay. So let's just add a little bit of platforming there. Okay. Now we're going to go back this way. That's right. Nope, it's got to go that way. Railway track is too long. Okay. There we are. So let's make it shorter. And let's get a tree out of the way. Sorry, tree. Oh, snap. That's how to do it. Okay. How do I toggle the switch? Hey, Kelly. How's it going? I don't even know how to toggle the switch. Okay, I don't know what it does. I'm going to figure this out when I do a train. That's just how it's going to go. Now, a question that I've got is if I connect the railway, just the railway, to this power connector, will that be enough? Okay. So this train station is going to be oil factory, plastic. Oh, I can't name it. So yeah, it's just going to be oil factory. Factory, you don't call oil a factory. Refinery. All right, so you're going to be loading, and you're going to be loading. Great. So what are you loading? Good question. Whatever the fuck I can figure out here. Alright, so to be fair, this is the line that we've got. And we can probably come in a little bit taller. Okay, so I've got a small conundrum. Our storage is in the center there. However, I could totally change the direction to be sorting to this side. I don't need the storage facilities, right? I don't need the storage facilities if I'm pushing it this way into these. My storage facility is going to be those, the machines, the conveyor belt, and the train. The train's going to store it off-site also. So I'll always have plastics and I'll always have rubber off-site, and then I'll pull from those storage locations just like I did the coal. So that's how this is going to go. Good talk. Good talk. Alright, for real though, this has got to go. Your guys are going to not like me for a minute. Merger. That's fine. You go. Okay. And everything else from this side is gone. So it's going to be all topside conveyors are good. Now, why is the rubber one not happy? Oh, the rubber one filled up quick. That's why. Okay, so I'm looking at this merger. That's right. I had that one in here. So, I really can't undo that. So I'm just going to put this... Yeah, I'm going to do some clippy shit. It's not going to look good for a minute, but it'll work its way out. No, it's not. That's not how that works out at all. Okay. Looks like I'm going in ground level. Oh, man. It's funny how these factories, they keep doing this. Okay. So we're gonna push it that way and come in from here. Nope. That pipe messes up my dream a little bit. Not a lot. Okay. There we go. Straight in line. Nope, this way. Like that, right? Straight down. No fuss. Just straight rubber connection. Okay. So then we're going to go down. And technically it's this way. We're going to connect here. And out that way. Right, because that's conveyor mark 3. There we go. You've got some rubber in you that doesn't need to be. Mark 3. All the way to there. And you're going to go bye-bye. Okay. So now with that, let me pop up top real quick. And you're in the same boat, right? Yep. Go for boats. Alright, now the merger is going to come into here. Spit that out right in the middle of this. you're coming all the way back here. Conveyor wall 1. Conveyor wall 1. Now, I've got to still do the materials. Let's do the concrete, not the foundations. Well, not right now. The concrete wall. And then that can go bye-bye. Yep. So that's how that's gonna come out here. We're just gonna mark 3 it here. And then we're gonna come out to here. Yep. And then our import, just some future-proofing here. A little bit of a merger. Make sure we've got that, and then we want this at Mark 4. We want this at Mark 4. We want that at Mark 4. There we are. So that's going to load rubber. Okay. And then I'll make this. Ah, shoot. Okay, so 4 meters, 1 meter. Yeah, no, I can do that. I'll just do it that way. Right, because that's going to be level. Yeah, that should be level. Go, and then Mark 4 up to here, and that should start spitting plastics right into this one here. Yep. Nice. Okay, now I can get rid of the stand. There we go. Nice and easy. If we wanted to do any sort of logistics organizing, we could probably put the stacker on it. And it might line up. It might. But it might not. It doesn't matter. It ultimately doesn't matter right now. So we've got our train station. We've got our first loop. We have our oil refinery station named. And we've got this. Oh. That's an arrow which way it goes. We want it to go left. It's always going to go left. And those look a little funky. There we go. So now that's clipped in there pretty bad. That's not as bad. So now we want to do just a little bit of pillar support just in the middle here. It's just a small thing. Small pillar. Small pillar. There we go. And that's a nice little bridge, right? So we're going to take the inverted foundations now, and we're going to zoop that up until it's no longer needed. There we are. And then I think we're going to do the same thing here. If I don't drown. There we go. 3 pillars down. It's not like I'm running through water right now. Okay. So now, we've got our train station. It's connected to the main power. Let's run the lines back. Do I want to connect this? Yeah, I kind of do. There we are. A little bit better. And then we'll just hide what we can. There we go. Oil refinery. All right, let's go. Heck yeah. Oof. Thank you for hopping with me for that for a second. That was a beast to figure out. But now we're checking our rail. Everything's looking good. Got to clean this mess up here, but I'll try it first. The rail's good, then I'll support the rail as I can. Heyo. Yep, so there's our coal. All right. Here's our factory. And there's our train station. Wire is too long. Yep, and it just needs a little connection over here. It's too long for that one. There's no power connection on this elevator. Okay, looks like I'm building a new power connector for this one. It's kind of janky. That one's also kind of janky, but not in the way that it's going to run over my thing. Okay, so we've got power to it. Our brake is on. Let's... before we go, we want this to unload, and we want this to unload. Cool. First train ride. Heck yeah. That is so cool. So, don't full speed ahead. Oh! Oh! It works on a throttle system. That's why. Okay. F to dock. Docking. So this does work like this. Oh, this is so nice. Really? Interact like that? Nice. That is so cool. And it's electric. I like that. Nice. Train. This is going to be... what are we naming this? Train Alpha for now. For now. Edit timetable. Space elevator. Oil refinery. Save changes. That's it. Oh, hey! Set up a train schedule. New achievement unlocked. Awesome. That's so cool. That's pretty fun. Okay, that is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. I can get a switchback on 6. This is pretty cool. Okay, I'm braking here. Well, fine. I'll just stop right here. I'm braking here because I want to get the loop set up on the back end. One of the other things to look at is if the train station's coming through, right? If the train's coming through, and I want another train to dock here for whatever reason, like from the iron factory, just saying. Yeah, see, this is really tight. Oh well. Oh well. Not worried about it just yet. I gotta get 6 blocks out from here, so 3 more. I'm getting rid of these here. I'm going to do the one size foundations. That's not bad. Okay. Just a bit more space there. And then get the loop set up for here. I want to get a straightaway set up for eventually connecting the iron refinery to the main here. But this is going to be a minute. 3 out. 3 out. 3 out. And then 3 more from here. So I don't think this rock's going to be really accommodating in our plans. 3. Okay. Let's get this plant out of here. And eventually we're going to have to get rid of these plants in our inventory. 5, 6. Great. And that is a full U-turn. Cool. So now I've got to figure out how to do that piece upside down. So the inverted ramp is good and all, but that doesn't actually help me figure out the 1 meter thing here. All right. And now I want to bring it back into here. Right. So then, is it over there? Like, do I do that here or here? Like, I'm clipping into my platform now, I think. Yeah, I think I gotta go further back. Okay, let's put that here for now. And then let's fly over here, see what it tells us it should do. Yeah, we don't want to go into that. Track's too long. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Oh, heck yes. Okay, so you want this to go right. So we're always going to go right on this direction. Yep, that's how that's going to go. And then you're going to unload here. Nice. So let's figure out what's unloading where for a minute. Actually, it doesn't really matter, because we're just going to put our storage on this side here. No, I don't think I'm going to do that straight on. I do think I want to do it this way. And I need steel pipes anyways, so let's do that. Let's run over here. We'll get some steel pipes. There we go. Now our pipes are over there, just a distance. Heck yeah. Alright, so we are sitting at 3,000 likes, 3.1 thousand likes. And that's pretty cool. Okay, let me also grab more steel beams. There we go. And then you're still working. You're stockpiling, right? Yep. Awesome. So you're still plugging away at that. That's good to see. All right, so our max consumption is 26. Our max capacity is 2245. We're not yet in danger of that, of running out of power. It's going to be close, but not just yet. We're going to go grab the train, make sure that it works, and set it's automatic. I'm going to start offloading some of the other materials when I get back to that base. There we go, there we go. Okay, so I think we should color the train orange. Not orange, it's already orange. Take it from orange, color it pink. I did not do the brake soon enough. That's why I want it to be on automatic. I suck at driving trains. Am I good? Not yet. F to dock. So let's watch that. This is really cool though. Nice. And there we go. We got plastic. And we got rubber. And that's a good amount of storage. Let's put some rubbers in there. I'll take just a little bit, just in case. And then I've got just enough plastic for a stack. Cool. So then what I'll do here is we'll do our mobile, not our mobile storage, but we'll do our industrial storages here. This one really wants to be in line, so I think I might let it. And this one here wants to be next to it. And yeah, I think I'll let it. The idea here is I want these things to offload ASAP to one of these. So we've got our plastics and our rubbers all coming from a train to a whole nother island. Okay, so Q, turn on self-driving. It's operational. It knows how to go fast. That is so cool. That is so sweet. Let's just watch this for a second. We'll get off at the next station real quick, and I'll have to divert the storage. Oh yeah, I like that. Is it really gonna go? Okay. It is going left. It knows how to go left. It does the braking just fine. I'm not whooping around here. There we go. That's pretty sweet. Not a lot each round, but it'll be good. Okay. Oh, you're currently not being fed anything from that, are you? That's fine. And you're not getting fed at all. So let's just push the rubber production just a little bit, or the rubber intake. There we go. We'll just run it. Don't have to go up and down. More. More. Bonus points if you remember that ad. More if you remember the song. Hey, yo. Alright, there we go. Now we're done with that one. There we go. Just a quick little splitter. No biggie, right? And it's all going to be Mark 1. Doesn't need to be fancy, but I do want to make sure some plastic gets to the packager eventually. This will need to fill up, which means plastics are going to be harder to come by. But plastics were empty before. Two stacks. 4. Yeah, I don't need all that. Okay. There we are. Got some stuff. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1. And then you're not filling up like that at all right now. No, he won't fill up with plastic. Alright. So we're going to put our wall back. It might benefit us to put a door here. Not that we're going to be able to access anything. Okay. And then we're looking at swatch 10. Swatch 10 is our this base swatch. Most things this base we agreed would be swatch 10. So there we go. I like it. I like that. Okay. Now that train's going to keep showing up. It's going to keep getting loaded with these materials. And it's just going to keep trucking along. One of the things I wanted to do was expand the train station situation to the other railway base. That said, I don't know what I'm using the iron for, and I could probably use the iron closer to the base. Oh. Alright, are we... Yeah, we'll pull this out of the ground here. There we go. And this is our oil train, therefore it's going to be pink. We'll keep the rest of the containers orange. I do like this. Very nice. Hey, Bubba, I see a number 2 over here. Foxy's still number 1, so thank you guys for joining me. That's pretty cool. Alright, so and here's what else I want to figure out. If I remove this connection, does that help? Okay, so our max capacity 2245. I remove the power line 2245. So, in a fit of news, these, unless there are multiple connections, don't actually need to do anything. The railway will connect my power. All of it. So anywhere that I take a railway will have power. That's pretty sweet. So I can get rid of that one. The only downside here is now it's going to be harder for me to get here. Because I use the zip lines for a lot of things. I could just use the train, hop in, hop out. It's not going to be a big affair. You know, now that I've got my mask, I can hit that toxic section. Now, I'm also considering putting a train up at the coal station. Well, that's coming at me fast. Okay, those things are quick. My distances are fairly short between the two stations. Okay, so this can go, that can go, that can go. That can go. Not that. These can go. You know what? I'm gonna not get rid of that. I am getting rid of that. Right there. And then that one. And then most of those here. We've got one. There we are. Okay. So looking at our architecture, small pillars. Oh, that is shallow enough. Small pillars. There we go. Now, we'll just carry that down into the water. And it looks like it's supported. Same thing here. And small pillar. There we go. Okay. See if we can do the same thing under here. Nope. I splish splashed. Okay, there we go. Got a pillar driven down. And we'll do another one here. There we are. We made it work. So the railway is done. We don't need fuel. I actually don't need fuel anywhere. If we're going to do fuel, we're going to do liquid fuel transported. That would have been a conversation for another day. Okay. So we're going to check that station back here, see where we're at with that. And then I think we're going to start our manufacturing. We're going to take a look at what we can do with the rubber first. And I think we're going to work our way backwards. That's pretty fun. Look at our truck, our train station. Oh. It just hit us. Okay. This is a pretty cool setup, though. Just looking at it, we'd be able to get an unload and a load station here, too. So eventually, we can turn this into a load station, not just an unloading station. Or put our other factories on the other side over there and just start loading from there. Shitty catwalks. Okay, I'm curious. So can we build our catwalks off of these catwalks? Kind of. Not our foundations, but our catwalks. Okay, stairs. See, that's not a bad idea right there. Nice. Nice. Okay, let's check to see what we've got stored up already. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And yeah, we've got a good amount stored already. Cool. Let's go to the hub. And with the hub, what we'll do is we will drop off what we can and then go for broke on building our manufacturing. We completed our tier 6, which is great. Or not tier 6. We completed our train station, which is great. This is wood. This is leaves. This is 1,000 of that and 1,000 of that. So now we just need 50 heavy modular frames. Okay. So what I'll do is, let's just do heavy modular frames. I'll hit add to to-do list, and then I will change that to be 50. That'll give us a goal of inventory space that we have here now. Okay. So heavy modular frames are going to be a resource of one of the things we're doing here. So we'll get there eventually. But I want to get the pipe Mark II engineering done. That'll save me a little bit of power. We've got our train station taken care of, so I'm gonna move the goalpost here and move that to iron manufacturing. Then what we're going to take a look at here is our modular engines, which need rubber, plating, and motors. Now, it just so happens smart plating, I've got in spades. Rubber and motors, I've got ready already. All right, so we'll be able to take a look at that and see what's going on with that there. All right. So these, we need about 500 of them, and we're going to use a manufacturer to get that pumped right directly into our space. And by directly, I mean indirectly. I learned a lesson from when I did this phase 2. One of the biggest lessons I learned is you're going to complicate storage. So really what I'm looking at doing is putting one of these, or a smaller storage container solution, between the manufacturer and here. Because once I reach the goal, I don't need much else. Like smart plating, come on. I don't actually need the smart plating to go directly into the machine. I had a splitter that helped me put it over here, but I don't need to go directly to the machine anymore. So I'm going to reroute this to exclude the piece and go from there. I don't know why I would exclude it. It's not loading those items anymore, right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't need any of that. But I will use it, and I'll probably take the smart splitter and go from there. So let's take the production. We need a manufacturer, and it was frames, motors. No. What am I doing? Not the heavy modular frames. Got all confused already. But modular engines, motors, rubber, plating. So motors and plating, they're right here. Rubber's on the other side. And I'll move it around. I'll figure out how to manufacture or, maneuver that. But let's get started on what we know we need. So the manufacturer is going to be the last step here for this side. So rubber's coming in over there. And what we're going to do is we're going to come out probably here. No. Oh yeah, you can't just do that straight on anymore. So we'll do that there. Right to that. Into there. Right. Get the idea. I'm not going to connect it just yet because we need to get the rest of the manufacturing. So the manufacturer here is going to come out here. There we go. And then you're looking at modular engines. So motors, smart plating, rubber. Rubber's on that side, I think. Yep. Okay. So then I'm looking at not the stackables, the logistics here. Because if we're going to do conveyor poles, there we go. That is worthwhile. So now I have a good basis. Okay. There we go. That's about 2 hours. Heck yeah. The game wants to remind everybody to hydrate. There we are. Nope, I'm gonna have to do the conveyor pole trick over here. And then here. That looks super clean, actually. I like the way that looks. Alright, everything's going to be Mark 1 for these manufacturers because it is just so slow. There we go. There's that. And there's that. Okay. There we go. Quick little 45s. And we don't need that one. And this is just a courtesy. Alright, so rubbers are going to start filling up in that. What else do we need? We need the smart plating and the motors. So the motors are going to come out here. Oh man, how do I want to do this? I think the real only true way, because that's continued. This is the one true way. Yep. One true way. And then we just fill in the caps. You know, it can't get too close to the elevator. Right? Right? That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay. So if I come down here and hit this guy, that's pretty well straight in. Okay. Is that a splitter? It is a splitter. Okay. So first... Yeah, that's not working for me. I'll put these plates over here. The funny thing about the plates is I think I've got everything I need. Honestly. Frankly, what needs to stop happening is that needs to stop happening. And then I need to pull these automated wirings somewhere else. Okay, so now's the time where we're going to use a smart splitter real quick. We're going to do that. and it's going to be great. We're going to use a smart splitter for getting all of the smart plates out of the machine and putting the automated wiring somewhere else. And then we'll have separate storages for it, because right now it's just a hodgepodge set aside. Let's just deal with it later. Okay. AI limiters. Let's take a look at our logistics here. We want to do probably 2 splitters. And yeah, that's not going to hurt us too much. Look at all that concrete. Last time we also did a wet concrete factory. And it is plugging away at concrete. We're not going to have any issues with concrete storage. One of the things I didn't do that I normally would like to do is expand our dimensional or move our dimensionals. So this factory that we've got does more than what we need it for here for this. We could probably make a solid factory with the amount of iron we've got, the amount of coal left over we've got. Hold on. Hold on. If I train station from the coal factory to the iron factory, iron refinery, I think it just might work. Because I've got so much coal being produced. Okay. There we go. Okay. So then, straight ahead. Center output, you're going to get the plates, right? What am I talking about? The Reno smart plating. Right output, any undefined. Okay. Okay, no, it pulls from the bottom side, so it's pulling from the back. And then motors. There we go. Frankly, I just want this to be a nice, simple little hole-in-the-wall solution. Or hole-in-the-floor solution. Yeah, I'll carry it. I'll carry it down that way. So let's just try that this way here. Oh, that actually already connect? That's special. Okay, now we gotta connect this to that. See, that looks better. Did that not go up all the way? Because that should have been like right up on's. Okay. So then, motors, rubber. Cool. 1 per minute, 500 minutes. That's like 8 hours. There we go. We can handle that. I think smart plates are 2 a minute now. 4 per minute. That's good news. And our motors, 2 per minute, 5 per minute. All right, now we gotta work on power. How are we powering this one? And frankly, I think we're just gonna do one of these guys here. Okay. There we go. Is that our first manufactory going down? All right, 250 minutes. Not even upset. Yeah, and it'll keep producing until I don't need it to produce anymore. Look at that. First one off of the production line. Modular engines. Rock. Rock. Heck yeah. What's next? Now we're going to do that orb shit. No. What is it called? Adaptive control unit. This is where it gets a little funky. Adaptive control units need those wiring kits, which should be pretty straightforward. But they also need computers, heavy frames, and circuits. So assembler, manufacturer, manufacturer. So these are 3 nested manufacturers. Circuit boards can loop back through. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. Circuit boards can loop back through on this one. Rubber, not rubber, cable and plastic. This one's going to need the frames, encased screws, and more. Okay. Because this is a particularly interesting need right now, I'm looking at filling out that heavy modular frame factory. So this is plastic heavy. Plastic and rolled copper sheets. And copper wire remanufactured. Okay. So first I'm going to take a look at where my copper is at. I know I've got rolled sheets saved up. And production for that's upstairs. That'll be fun. Yeah, and then we just stole the copper from here. So if we... Yeah, I'm going to take this factory side and put this on the other side here. Because we've got our copper coming from this side over here. Which is coming out of this one here. And then you're full. Yeah, we're not pulling enough from that to make a difference. So, if I put a splitter up here, vicinity, I should be okay. Should be. All right. So we'll take that, and then we'll put it over here. Okay. Okay, so that's our copper refinery bay right there. The factory's growing, so we'll have copper here. And let's take a look at that again. The adaptive control unit needs computers. And that's plastics and circuit boards. So one assembler making circuit boards from 2 constructors, not even 2 constructors. So I've got the rolled copper. So let's do a manufacturer fed by an assembler. Yep. So one manufacturer, one assembler. Oh, and I'm missing the motors. They're just over here. Let's add it all on our to-do list real quick so we don't run out of materials here. So we need a manufacturer, an assembler. Editing our to-do list, let's get rid of the modular frames. The reason for that is we're making a factory for modular frames eventually. We'll get there. And like 4 constructors. So yeah, it looks like we just need motors. Now we're going to do our Manufacturer. Let's just get up here. We got to get a better vantage point. Because this is going to be computers. This is going to be important for our big, long-term production goal. And I think we're going to be about here, right? Maybe a little bit further back. A tiny amount. Let's let that load back up. There we go. There we go. One over. And that should be it. So then I'll put that there. There we go. And you're going to be working on computers. Alright, so we got to get plastics over here. It's a lot of plastics. We got to get plastic over here. And then... yeah, we'll split it before the assembler. Right? Because the circuit board's going to require plastic and copper, while this is just wire. Okay. That's gonna bug me. Oh well. Circuit boards. Plastic and some sheets. So then copper's coming in from over there. Cool. And then we're looking at some extra storage here for these, right? I think that's pretty center. All right. And then we're going to do a splitter here. $7.5 per minute. Okay, I think plastics are going to go on the far side here. And we're going to do a splitter here. Boop, boop. Yeah. There we go. So I'll put that in relation to this, in relation to this. And yeah, we're going to come in from over there. Okay, how much plastic? 40 a minute? 7.5 per minute. This is going to bug me, isn't it? $10 per minute. Okay. That's the hardest part right there, is make sure we've got the plastics and the copper sheeting. So we're going in over there, and then we're going to get our organization together, logistics. Your car is done. Yeah, you were almost finished as well. Jeez. I didn't hear her. Oh. There we go. Mark 2 for these. And that's going to be plastics. And then we're looking at copper for this guy. That's a merger. That's a splitter from over there. Do I have an extra need for copper? Okay. So let me dismantle this side over here. Okay. And this isn't getting dismantled. Okay. So then our constructor foundations, little half foundation here. Yeah, we can still be safe here. Not hit our head on that. Our little constructor guy. Yeah, you could be right there. Nope, that's too close. There we are. That's not too close at all. Mark 1. Right into there. And then you're doing sheets. Okay. Putting a merger there because I'm gonna figure this out over here real quick. I have so much here that I don't want to lose it. And if I can use it, then I won't lose it. Or I won't forget about it and I can clear up this space some more. So now let me go down blue. Blue. Just moving that around. There we go. That's good enough for right now. Nope, gotta get around and get back up. There we go. So then our quick little pop out here. Can be that right there. And then I'll just connect it up. I like it. It is definitely working out for me. Now we just need to see that it shows up here. And it do. And it do. Okay. Palipore Mark II real quick. I'll be able to connect all that. All that. So now you've got power. Just waiting on plastic. Now you've got power. Just waiting on copper. Oh, not what I wanted to do. Just wanted to get the splitter. Because we're going to do another constructor down here for wire to cable. There we are. That's easy. Just fill him up for a second there. Now let's go get plastics and start that production. Alright, plastics is going to be a little bit more difficult. Let's try that. Alright, we're doing Mark III for these. And we're going to just continue that all the way back here. Now let's check to see that production line show up. Just over here. Split load. There we go. Now we're splitting the load. Excellent. So now circuit boards are being produced. And do you need circuit boards directly? You do. For computers, circuit boards directly. and plastic directly, and cable directly. So all I need to worry now, not worry, but now I need to just take care of the cable. And that's what you are. So then we're looking at mergers from here. Yeah. And then we're also going to do... Hey, okay. There we go. We've got enough space to let that happen. If you do cable, you're at 30 per minute, 60 wire per minute. Not bad. Okay, I'm not going to beat that. We do only need 20 per minute, I believe, for our current production. Yeah. We have enough plastics, we've got enough circuit boards. Frankly, I want more than enough. $30 sheets. What's your production like? 10? We had more in storage. Yeah, we've got a few thousand, so I'm not worried about it. If it becomes an issue, I will change it. Okay, then you just need wire. So if we're going to do that, then we're looking at another constructor real quick. That can do wire. How much can you do? 30. 60. 40. 40. $20 copper ingots per minute. Yeah, I think we can just do, we just need one. Because that doesn't need 20. And that's going to be 40, so we're at max out at 60. Oh, it's a smart splitter. The fuck? All right. I've got some rolls ready. You're full on that. Okay. So I've got 273. I probably don't need all of it. How's your storage coming along here, Copper? Everybody who hopped in, thank you all for hanging out. Okay. So it looks like I've got to dump down my Caterium. I've got more than enough Caterium. I've got quick wire in my inventory, dimensional space. whatever that is. Okay. There we are. And we're pumping out 40 per minute, just as we need here for this. That's right, and that cable's 20 per minute, which is what we need for this. And you're already producing 2.5 per minute. And that's computers. Okay. Now looking at the adaptive control unit, we want to make sure that we've also got our circuit boards, which is what we've got set aside in our storage area, and adaptive wiring. So let's just double check our circuit boards are getting shuffled. Yep, they are. You're at max production. That you are. 60 per minute. So you're Mark 1, you're Mark 1. Nope. You're Mark 1. You're Mark 1. You're Mark 2. You're Mark 2. Mark 3. Mark 3. I think that's all Mark 3 as well. Yeah. So the only thing not Mark 3 is up to that splitter. So we'll do that for the splitter there. For that. And that. Very cool. So let's double check our rubber and our plastics. Because the plastics are still trucking along. That's awesome. And our rubber is full. This is almost full. That's not even close. Nice. And that's all Mark 4 coming out. Yeah, it is. Very cool. Let's see what we need rubber for, right? And it's only used in modular engines right now. So maybe I don't need as much rubber manufacturing as I thought I did. We've got more than we need right now, but I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so we are right now approaching our 3rd hour. So what I'm going to do is I've got to call it a little bit early today. So in about 10-15 minutes, we've got to wrap it up. So we're going to take a look at what we need to do for the next stage of manufacturing. Because if our adaptive control units here need heavy modular frames, that's mostly iron. There's some steel beams, there's some steel pipes, but a lot of screws. So I think what I'm going to do is change our to-do list. Let's add that to the to-do list so we know what we're looking at. Change our to-do list to do iron manufacturing. So we're going to do iron to coal stations. I think that's fair. We'll do iron to coal. And that'll work. Oh, and I hit escape instead of enter. That's okay. And then I'll just do this /iron coal. Cool. So now we've got computers moving. Our next step is going to be another manufacturer. Okay, we're kind of in line with this one here. Okay. And then this one's another manufacturer. So heavy frames is another one. And we're missing materials on that. We need wiring and modular frames. So let's get rid of this in our to-do list, right? So we don't actually need that. We need to be able to get another manufacturer. And then if we're going to do our adaptive here, we've got our computers. So then below this, we have a factory for frames. We have a factory for pipes. That's also coming this direction. We have a factory for beams, and we need screws. So if we build that other manufacturer, we should be able to get these. We've already got automated wiring and circuits done. We've got computers done, so we just need the manufacturer for the automated modular frames. So it's going to be a lot of spaghetti, honestly, because I think we've got screws in places, or we've got plenty of iron to make more screws in places. So let's go to our frames. That's over here. If that, right here, oh, okay. So let me make a quick search on here. Satisfactory Phase 4. Satisfactory Phase 4. On the wiki.gg. Okay, so our Phase 4. We're looking at... Hello. Assembly director system, magnetic field generators, nuclear pasta, and thermal propulsion rockets. Those are adaptive control units and supercomputers, versatile framework and control rods, copper powder and pressure conversion cubes. This is big. And this is modular engines and a cooling system with fused. That's just huge stuff, man. And then how many of those each? At least the numbers are going down. Oh, no, I looked at tier 5, or phase 5. Yeah. That's going to be a mess. That's going to be some offline play. And I think that's what I'll do is, once I transition out of this, I think I'm going to move to offline play, because I'm going to have to leave it running for a period of time. I'm going to just have to let this thing process. We've got all of this going on for our smart plates. Like, the smart plating doesn't actually need to be here. And that's not going anywhere. Smart plates, you're full? Yeah. And that stuff's not going anywhere, right? And these are going to fill up from here. There we go. That's how I get it out of my inventory. Okay. And these frameworks are going to get used eventually, but not right now. So I'll grab those guys, and you're full. And this one is right output, and then left is going to be automated wiring. So automated wiring is going to come out here for that manufacturer in just a minute. So let me go up here, let me grab the frames I need. So I'm going to make 2 of these manufacturers, to be honest. One's going to be for Ooh, actually, I don't know if I need 2 of them. Yes, I will. There's that. Let me go get cable. Well, I'm not producing cable, am I? Not here. At least not up here. How are you doing with that? You still have 4,000. Okay. Frankly, I could have continued this manufactory into wire. I do have cable here. And now plastics. Oh, I did just need the one. Silly me, I already made the one. Alright. This one's going to go here. Okay. And you're not control units. No, you're going to be the heavy frames. And that'll have to figure out next time. For now, I'm looking at logistics holes for that and that. If I'm looking here, gotta reverse it. I'm doing level 1. And here, level 1. Okay, that's going to be interesting. So that's adaptive control units. That'll handle computers. Circuit boards. Frankly, circuit boards are going to be the other side here. There we go. There's... boom. 1, 2. And that goes in. And then there's that guy here. 1, 2. And then that goes in. Those are computers already. Okay. There we go. Now we've got some power to it. And you'll start pumping in computers here shortly. You. Okay. That's interesting there. Oh, that's fun. Let's just do that. Okay. Oop, oop. Five per minute? 5 per minute. So, okay. $15. That's it. That's what he's calling for. Cool. So that's 5 per minute, and then the 5 automated wiring. Okay. Stackable poles. Right, in line with that. All right, Mark 1. Okay. Yep. Let's do that. Okay. There we go. We've got our automated wiring. Moving out here. So there we go. Just in case we run out of smart plates, the wiring can still move. You're not getting wiring directly, so I'll just fix you. The only thing you should be getting is nothing. You're getting nothing now. Okay, that's just rude. I don't want to be rude to my space elevator. Just straight Wonka the elevator. Again, bonus points if you get that reference. There we are. This is kind of nice. So we've got our automated wiring in there. Now we just need our heavy modular frames. We have all of our connections. That wiring's coming in hot. Computers are good. Those are 2 per minute, and I think it's 1.5, or is it 2.5 per minute being made? 2.5 being made. So we're going to get a little excess computer action well over time. Well over time. So we're looking at modular frames as our hurdle here. And we've got that output here. Excellent. So these heavy modular frames are going to be a pain in the ass. It is what it is. I might just move a whole side section out for these and go from there. It'll be interesting if I can get basic frames, like the modular frames, the heavy modular frames, all of those in a production chain. That's, again, I might have to do this stuff offline here shortly. And I might come back with a stream every now and again, but we're probably a couple streams away from trying a new game on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also, I'm looking at moving over to YouTube for our streaming. Right now, I'm on Twitch, and it has been kind of lackluster. So just looking to change platforms. Those of you who are watching on Twitch, thank you. You're rare, so you're a rare breed. There's so many people to watch on Twitch, and it's hard if you're not already being looked for. But everything that ends up on Twitch ends up on YouTube anyways, so if I just take it to YouTube straight, it'll just end up there. And then I might have to edit some stuff out and clip it out, but YouTube Studio is not that bad. Plastics are moving. Yep. Just trucking in. Might not be making enough, honestly. I might not be producing enough. And rubber's just trucking, so we're going to be full on rubber here. Okay. Might be worth it to boost the production of my oil and rubber, or my oil to fuel factory. It's balanced right now, so if I raise one up, I have to raise the other, but that's not a bad thing. And this is our coal coming in. But yeah, this is right now gonna wrap it up here because we're about that time. So, talking about what we're doing here next week, let's get over to our Vista Point so we know what we're looking at with our base. Yeah, then I gotta change my to-do list here. We're gonna focus in on the finishing out our Tier 6 manufacturing, and that's gonna be for our heavy frames. We did very little exploration today. There we go. That looks nice. So what we're looking at is this is going to be the last stream for probably about a week, week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. We're looking at coming back on October 24 for the Thursday stream, and I think that's going to be in launch of the new Call of Duty. I'm going to be playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6, probably, starting that out. One of the other things we're looking at is changing off of Satisfactory, doing Satisfactory in my downtime, doing offline recording of that, so sharing what I do in those pieces. It's going to be just a little bit different. And I'll also be moving over from Twitch to YouTube for our mainstream platform. I'm going to try that out, see if that works out better for us, because the processor, it's not dropping frames, but it's definitely not keeping up with 60 frames. So yeah, we're taking a look at a couple different options here. And then the bandwidth and all that, it's got to change. So it'll be fun. But I want to say thank you to some of the viewers that have been with me for a while. Fox on TikTok, you've been great. Appreciate the company. Over on Twitch, there have been a couple people popping in, so thank you all. Thank you everybody who's throwing the likes on my channel. Hit that follow button, subscribe where you can. I appreciate it. But for now, we're gonna just hit save on our game. We're gonna mark this as day 10. There we go. We're saved up. Thank you guys all.